We're heading back into the indie world today with a CRPG that's inspired by the classic CRPGs from the 90s and early 2000s. I'd like to introduce you all to Passageway of the Ancients. In Passageway of the Ancients, you'll need to not only survive deadly skirmishes, but also manage your party, develop and customize your character, pick locks, find loot, and solve runic puzzles. Before we get too deep into it though, please do note that there is a free demo available on Steam right now. I'll leave a link down below. And as with all promising looking indie games and companies, consider trying that out, or at the very least adding this game to your Steam wishlist. This video is sponsored by Passageway Games, a 3-person indie studio based out of Texas. And they wanted me to let you all know that they are taking part in Steam Next Fest from October 9th through the 16th, and they'll also be streaming their game during the fest on October 11th and 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to meet the team and learn a bit more about the game, make sure to go check that out. All right, let's start off with a quick game overview and then jump into some cut-up Let's Play style gameplay, chapter markers below. Passageway of the Ancients takes place in the world of Arion, the galaxy's sole remaining magical planet, and players will be exploring the city of Ithgar looking to solve their parents' murder. This game features a blended combat system combining both strategy and real-time elements, and it draws on real medieval weapons and tactics. If you want to survive, you will have to adjust your attack and defense strategies to the different combat situations that arise, and that does include magic. Expect to come across powerful magical items in your adventures, but be careful as equipping them will affect your character's intelligence, willpower, and other character attributes. Speaking of your character, this game features a dual persona character development system where you'll be developing your 2 personas simultaneously. Basically, your character is what the game calls a dragonkind, which are part angelic being, part shapeshifter, and part dragon. The catch here is that the dragonkind are being ruthlessly persecuted, which has forced each and every one of them to hide their true nature. And to hide your true nature, you'll be choosing your public-facing appearance, which gives you the choice between dwarf, elf, and human, and you can customize your appearance and gender. This game also features complex decision trees, where you'll be managing battle spoils, solving puzzles, adjusting the frequency of special activities, choosing interactions, and gathering clues. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the demo for Passageway of the Ancients. Let's jump right into it. There are actually quite a lot of 2D cutscenes in this game that provide a lot of lore and context for the foundation of the story, the world, city, the races, etc. But they're quite long, and I want to make sure that we at least check out the game's systems and mechanics in this video. And then if you decide to give it a try yourself, there is a lot of lore and story to delve into. Here we have the character creator. I'm going to name my character Wolfheart. We'll leave it on the standard difficulty. You can choose between male and female, human, elf, and dwarf. And I'm going to go with human because human currently is the only race that has ethnicities available to choose. And I want to go with Skaldic. Yeah. Cleric, mage, paladin, rogue, and sentinel. So we'll start off with the paladin. I'm going to make my hair long. And for body customization, let's jack this guy up a little bit. We'll go ahead and hide armor so we can see what we're doing. Perfect. It looks like a few of the features are still being worked on. This game is currently planned to release next year. The company still has quite a lot of time to add things, tweak things, and so on. When you click on a class in this game, it gives you kind of a recommended stat spread here. But I do have 3 free points. So let's put another point into strength, another point into con, and then also wisdom, as wisdom contributes to the mana pool for paladins and clerics. Charisma in this game represents your character's charm and guile, contributing a bonus to weapon class and increasing a rogue's mana pool. And I'm going to skip the prelude. The prelude is basically this game's tutorial, but I recommend that you go through it if you do download the demo and are playing for the first time, as Passageway Games does a good job showing and explaining the game's systems and mechanics. We're going to go ahead and skip it. The young tower tree was roused from a tormented twilight of a nap when the carriage rocked to a violent halt. The toothed monstrosities of the portcullis, which guarded access to the streets of Ithgar, delivered a forlorn, irritated metal wail that assailed one's ears mercilessly. It was as if they objected to being so unexpectedly shaken from their nightly slumber. Slowly they rose, revealing the main road of the town and allowing admittance to the carriage and its passengers. Peering out the window, the gloomy scion gazed absently at the storm-drenched streets of the quaint town Tower Tree had called home as a young dragonkind. Over and over, the words of Prater Elder tumbled through the scion's mind. Your parents are both dead. By what agency, we do not know. And this cutscene actually also goes on for quite a while. It seems like there's a lot of story to this game, which is great for a lot of RPG lovers. But we're going to go ahead and skip it for this particular demonstration. Wolfheart, thank the divine essence you're home. I grieve with you over the loss of your parents. Thanks for your sentiments, Helia. It means a lot coming from you. How have you been faring since their deaths? I've been confused and lost. With Lindorian and Andrastia gone, so too is their knowledge that could help locate the Tazvox. These are truly dark times, not only for the Tower Tree clan, but the entire Dragonkind brood. Helia needs our help. What do you need me to do? We need to retrieve Lindorian's Kifar so that we can learn more about the items he brought home on his last trip. And what do you think his Kifar might tell us about? One thing I hoped it would talk about is this strange tear-shaped stone that Lindorian was studying. I heard him clearly say that it was dangerous. I'm not sure why though. I think you guys are probably getting a feel for the dialogue up to this point. Basically, Helia wants us to retrieve some items so we can get into the cellar of the Gatehouse and talk to a man named Prater Camden, who may know more about our parents' murder. And we're also tasked with finding the Tazvox. And actually, if I skip through this dialogue right here and get to the end, we can actually click on the purple response and ask a ton of questions that will give us more information on the quest and also the world, such as, what do you know about the Tazvox? I know what all Dragonkind know about it. The Tazvox is a sacred book of the Dragonkind. It contains the only map to the Passageway of the Ancients, a location which Lord Metatron himself charged us with protecting and keeping secret long ago. It has been missing ever since the Dark War between Dragonkind and nearly all of Arion. It has been the primary objective of all Dragonkind since the Dark War to recover the Tazvox and secure our vigil once more. If you guys want to see how the tutorials work a little bit, if you just click on something such as runestones here, they give you a video demonstration on how the runestone puzzles work. And it works like that for everything, lockpicking, etc. So I'm happy that they have video demonstrations. Now, one cool thing in this game is you can move around with WASD, or you can point and click. Let's go ahead and click on the quest log, which is in our study. You can see that we have several different quests here. We're investigating the murder of our parents. We have to find the Tazvox, and we have to explore the Gatehouse and find runestones, an eldritch device, a tear, and also Lindorian's Kifar, is what we're doing right now. We can zoom out pretty far and also zoom in pretty far as well. I'm going to go ahead and just start searching pretty much everything that we can in this Gatehouse. Lord's Belt and the Runestone Chest Key. Okay. Go ahead and equip the Lord's Belt, which gives our armor 2 and 1 strength. And there it is. Perfect. And we have 1 lockpick. And if I press R, our character will start moving at a much quicker pace. I'm going to take my time and go room to room. Don't want to miss anything. And we have our first combat encounter, and as you can see, the game has auto-paused at the start of combat, and I am facing a goblin. Let's go ahead and check out my spellbook first. You can see that my paladin has Bless. Employ the power of the divine to protect yourself or a friend from harm. We're going to drag that down to our hotbar. And then I also have a Heal, which is a cantrip in this game. Let's go ahead and I'm going to attack. Just use a regular attack. And there we go. Also got a medium health potion and a staff. Let me go ahead and cast Bless on my character because it said that it lasts for 1 hour. And there we go. And it did use up some of my mana. Potion of Cure Poison. And a flower. Oh no, I have a goblin chasing me. Got a quick attack speed, don't I? And now I have 57 out of 120 HP, so let's go ahead and try the Paladin's heal. Oh man. I love the sound effects. So old school. And there's 3 different modes for the camera in this game. Right now you can see that the camera is following around my character, but we can also enter into this mode right here, where the camera is fixed, but your character can still run around and move your character separately. We're going to go ahead and, of course, follow our character around, and let's head to the 2nd level of the Gatehouse. I'm not going to have enough room in my inventory to pick up everything, so I have to be a little bit more selective now. Knightly sword, so that's not as much damage as the sword that I'm currently wielding. And now we have a kobold. But before we engage in combat, I do want to show you guys the combat options. It's kind of like your character's behavior in a way, and I'm going to select melee right here. And you can see that our character currently is attacking at the medium height. So the relative height of the melee attack, a high aiming attack will nearly always miss a small creature, where low aiming one will almost completely miss flying creatures. So there's different settings that you can set here depending on what targets, what type of creatures that you're attacking. And the more knowledgeable that you become on creatures, and there is a bestiary in this game. Some people like to say bestiary, but it's bestiary, trust me. So you can learn more about the creatures that you are attacking. And then we also have form right here. So I currently have it set on stable. The form of an attack affects its offensive or defensive value. A rigid attack is more guarded but less agile, whereas a fluid attack is less guarded but more agile. And then we have style, probe, balanced, and deep, and stroke. I currently have it set on slash. The stroke of an attack affects its speed. A thrust attack is shorter to complete but deals lesser damage, whereas a cut attack takes longer but deals greater damage. This is where a little bit of your combat strategy and tactics comes into play, as how you want to set your characters is going to either benefit you against certain creatures or make it harder for you to win certain combat encounters. And then we also have combat readiness. You have vigilant, calm, and reckless, because we're going to have companions in our party here soon. And I can switch to magic, so I can control like the amount of healing spells that my character uses. The healing spell is a cantrip, so my character can keep using it over and over again until I run out of mana, and then when the mana regenerates, we can keep using it again. And then we have the bestiary right here, with not really much information in it right now, but it will be filled out the more that we play. Goblins everywhere. Picked up some full plate boots too. Keep in mind, guys, this is being created by 3 developers, and clearly they have a lot of knowledge on CRPGs and the classic RPGs. This is quite enjoyable so far. It's very relaxing. I found the tier. It's a male's tier, the strange object described by Helia. If you guys are enjoying this so far, make sure to go wishlist this game over on Steam. That was really one of the primary purposes of sponsoring this video on my channel, was to get some more wish lists, and I am very happy to try to help in that endeavor. So if you guys don't mind helping, I'm sure the devs greatly appreciate it. Who knows, these guys could be the next Larian Studios, right? And then in 15 years from now, we'll hear the story of their first game that they created with 3 developers. Now we're getting our first experience with one of the lockpicking mechanisms here, which is very Oblivion-like. Let's see if I can do it on the first try. Move the pick with the mouse, press and hold E to attempt to move the pin, click to set the pin when you hear the sound. Okay, there we go. The lockpick broke. Oh no. You don't have any lockpicks. No! Can I break the door? Okay. Paladins aren't very good at lockpicking, right? And up another flight of stairs we go. Currently in the attic. Amulet of minor health regeneration, 5% health regeneration. And a leather cloak. It appears the dollhouse requires rune stones to unlock. Okay. Oh no, we got 2 rats now. Can we go ahead and heal? Oh no, I'm about to die. Whoa. And now I got 4 lockpicks, so we can return back to that one room. Kobold Commander. Q-Tick. Q-Pick. Q-Tip? See how this goes. Ahaha! Finally a weakling here. I thought my axe was going to go hungry. Fiend, what are you doing in here? How did you get in here? What's it matter? You're not going to be alive much longer anyways. Oh, we got this guy. No problem. I am playing on the standard difficulty right now. Troll skin gloves. Okay. And we have another lockpicking mechanism. Let's see if I'm better at this one than the Oblivion style one. This one's more like Skyrim. Move the pick with the mouse, press and hold E to attempt unlocking. Lindorian's Kefar is our quest item. I like the sound effect when opening the chest right there. Kind of sounded like Zelda. Runestone pouch. Would you look at that? Let's use the runestones to attempt to unlock the doll house now. TEA, and we can move those around also. We're waiting for the letters to light up here. There we go, tier. Perfect. Metaphysical hammer. Some herbs and also a scroll of assess monster. And there we go. Before we speak to Helia here, I do want to show you all some of the skill trees. We have Abjuration, Protection, and Enchantment. Conjuration, as you can see, I already have Heal and Bless from the Conjuration tree. We have Restoration and Summoning. Evocation has Order and Chaos. Manipulation is Illusion and Essence. Confrontation is Armor and Weapons. And Obfuscation, Assassin and Shadow. Invisibility is one of the further skills in the tree here. Cure All, Resurrection, a lot of cool spells and skills. How goes the search? I'm still here studying the books and documents here for clues. It looks like you work fast, Wolfheart. Give me the items quickly so that we can seek Prater Camden. Wonderful, now we can open the passage to the basement and find Camden. Very well, let's go find him. And we have our first party member. Helia has joined our group. And this is my first time experiencing this, so bear with me as I attempt to learn the controls too. It looks like Helia got stuck, but her pathing is bringing her back. Perfect. And we can click on her and control her. We can also take a look at her character profile and her armor and her skills. And Helia is a rogue, and we have the backstab skill here. Ready yourself to sneak behind enemies and exploit weaknesses. Pauses backstab status for 1 hour on target. Costs 22 stamina. We'll put that on the hotbar. And that's a cantrip. And then Shadow Dart. Creates a Shadow Dart projectile that continues to damage an enemy with a deadly poison. 6 to 24 shadow damage. And it costs 7 mana. We also have party formations in this game, as you can see down here. Rectangle formation, triangle formation, and circle formation, and also line formation. Okay, let's check out the basement. Might be a good place to set an exit for a Shadowgate portal, Wolfheart. That way we can get back to town quickly and don't have to walk all the way back from wherever we end up. Good idea, Helia. Secret door. Okay, so... Gonna mess with the runes a little bit here. Visor. Let me set down the shadow portal by clicking on Use Artifact or Shadow Gate. What would you like to do with the Shadow Gate? Deploy Gate 1. There you can see it on the ground. I think I did it right. Okay, our first dungeon. Let's give Shadow Dart a try here. Oh, damn. Wolfheart's about to die. These guys are kind of tough. We'll take a potion. Okay, a little sloppy, but we're getting the hang of it. Definitely focus fire, but sometimes you got to try out spells. I think this is going to be a good time to take a rest. We're going to set camp. And we'll set it for 5 hours. That should heal us up. Perfect. Hold on, Wolfheart, did you hear that? That didn't sound like a rat or a goblin in that room. Let's check it out, but be ready for anything. Okay. Looks like we are regenerating mana and health over time. Okay, so for backstab, it's actually something that I cast on myself. I ready my character for it, and it stays active for an hour. And then I believe anytime we attack the backside of a creature, we're going to get that backstab bonus. I'm going to go ahead and ready Helia for that right now. And then we're going to go ahead and run in with Wolf, our tank. Okay, we have one rat. Is that it? Back up a little bit. Back her up. And here we go. Let's see if we can get the backstab damage. Almost died right there. I do also want to show you all that you can change to your dragonkin form by clicking this button on the hotbar. As you can see, I kind of look like a 5th edition Dragonborn right now. But you don't want to do that when you're in a public setting, such as when we go to town, because the dragonkin are being persecuted right now. I was unable to open this chest with Wolfheart. Let's try with Helia, see if she has a higher lockpicking skill. She does. So Helia, as a rogue, is able to attempt to unlock higher level chests. Go check this room. And there's Prater Camden. It looks like my character is auto healing him. Helia and Wolfheart, by all the stars of Metatron, it's about time you two showed up. Camden, are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine, I'm fine. Stop fussing over me. The only thing wrong with me is that I've just about run out of stale cheese and patience waiting for you to arrive. What kept you? Didn't it seem odd that I would be gone for such a long time without contacting you? Ah, well, you're here now. I see that you've come prepared. Good. We can now explore in earnest. What brought you down here in the first place, Prater? I came at the urgent request of your father to retrieve and safeguard some very important items I was told are hidden somewhere here in the cellar and beyond. Well, if that's the case, we can retrieve these items together. I'd like to see what my father was hiding. We must find the pages that Lindorian removed from his Kefar, as well as the instructions written by Bellicron the Mad on how to use the strange device named the Metaphysicum Malleus. After we find them, it might be wise to go to the family chapel and shrine to see if we can find anything else. And we have plenty of other questions that we can ask. And Prater Camden is now part of our group. So we have 3 party members right now. This guy looks like he might be a paladin type character, just like my character. Let's take a look at his skill tree. And he has skills in conjuration, bless and heal, just like my character, and also confrontation, leather adept, train your skill in leather armor to mastery. Okay, so we basically got 2 paladins right now. I'm gonna see if I can use that scroll that I picked up. Assess monster. Let's put that on my hotbar. The weakness of the monster are melee, level medium, form stable, stroke cut, style probe, and for magic, intonation low, mechanics basic, and phrasing medium. Perfect, we're kicking ass. Suffrage. Got a troglodyte in here. Oh man, we got 3 of them. Okay, so hold on, we gotta reposition. Okay, Wolf, you take the lead right here. Prater Camden. There we go, and then we're gonna take Helia and have her backstab. Okay, Wolf's getting kind of low. I wonder if I should heal? No, let's just play out the combat encounter. I think I'll be okay. You have no idea how to use the Demon Grimstone. Okay. I just came across some crystals right here. But I can't harvest them because I don't have a pickaxe. That's pretty cool to know that you can harvest materials in this game. The dragon skeleton has nothing of interest. There's a lot of loot in this game. A lot of good loot, too. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is... let's see if we can place that shadow gate back down and recall to gate 1. And there we go. It teleported my entire party back to the Gatehouse. So what I want to do now is go check out town so you guys can see a little bit of the map in some other areas because this video is already getting quite long. Okay, so here we have the... I'm not sure if this is the world map or what, but it is a much larger map than before. We have the city of Ithgar right here, the Tower Tree Estate, which is where we currently are, and then all these different locations. The Grove, the Wilds of Dreladred, the Moor Forest over here, the Cradle of the Dragonkint, Black Monk's Monastery, the Bog, the Mendorian Meadow, a river. Let's go ahead, and the only one I can actually click on right now is the city of Ithgar, so we must have to unlock these other areas. And it looks like there's about 5 or 6 green lit up locations here in the city of Ithgar. We have yesterday's treasure. Scarlet is a strange person indeed, and her wares reflect her personality, so a shopkeeper. Brass Heart Smithy, the Guild Hall, the House of Ascending Star. When you're in need of healing, or more importantly, resurrection, you should seek the aid of Balin. Let's go there. See what it looks like. Oh, we got a little cutscene. This makes me feel so nostalgic. And Balin Mortis. I would like to look at your wares. Oh, that's pretty cool. Astral Mana, Healer's Staff. We have health potions here for 1 silver and 40 copper. Sure, let's buy 5 of those. And we can identify our items at the cost of 5 silver. So all of the equipment that I have right now that is unidentified, such as the Conjurer's Rope here. Then we have our selling cart. I think you just drag and drop here. Let's do this. Just test it out. 1 gold, 87 silver, and 48 copper. Cool. I like this interface. And then resurrection is right here. All right, we'll check out one more location. Actually, is that little companion right here? Oh, it is. It's like a little dragon. We'll go to the Guild Hall. At the Guild Hall, adventurers can obtain new skills and abilities. I would like to train. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to Helia. Double click on her. We have our skill trees here. I have 20 free skill points over here. I also have a few ability scores that I need to upgrade here for Helia. So let's boost her dexterity to 17. Color Spray, Charm Monster, Confuse, Blur. Blur your figure to make it harder for enemies to attack. Phantasmal Beast. Darkness. Are you sure you want to buy the darkness skill for 5 silver? Oh, I figured I'd have to go through the entire tree. Nope, it let me just buy it. Create an area of darkness which causes monsters to be blinded. And now I have 10 free skill points left. So each skill here, you can see, requires different amounts of skill points. So the Terrify ability here requires 15 points. And it's an AoE, terrify monsters away from an area. And for Wolfheart, we have 2 skill trees that we're able to utilize here. It looks like Conjuration and Confrontation. And certain skills also have prerequisites, such as Full Plate Adept. You have to have Plate Adept first. So I can grab Multi-Strike, put it on my hotbar. Pretty cool. We'll put Darkness on the hotbar for Helia. And Prater Camden now has Hold. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you guys like what you see, make sure to go wishlist this game over on Steam. Even if you're not going to play it yourself, just wishlist it and show your support to a very small company called Passageway Games. I think they have a lot of passion and a lot of knowledge on CRPGs, and I have been enjoying myself so far. I think this is a neat little indie experience, and I'm excited to see what they do with it over the next year or so if they're able to get it out in 2024, the official release. And like I said in the intro, Passageway Games is going to be streaming this game on the 11th and 12th of October at 7 p.m. Eastern at the Steam Next Fest, or Next Steam Fest, I can't remember what it's called. So make sure to go check that out as well. And thank you to Passageway Games for sponsoring this video. It's been a pleasure to jump into this game and share it with everyone on my channel. I'll catch you all on the next one.